let's go talk to the rest of town, I guess. Sorry about that. It seems it was an update that caused my computer to lag. But I mean, to be fair, it does that normally too, so can't completely blame that. Alright, Skarmer, glad to see you made it through the attack. Not all of mine were so lucky. Are you okay, Hermitbach? No, I lost a niece today, but I'm doing a whole hell of a lot better than our attackers were. Those sons of bitches hit the wrong kids. It looks like a werewolf here. Put 6 of them in the ground personally, and when I find out who they are, where they live, turns his head and spits. Ain't nothing gonna save those people. Shakes his head and returns his attention to you. But you didn't come here to listen to me rage. You're after a bit of payback yourself, I'll wager. So what can I do to help you get it? Any better armor? Oh, here we go. This one, 10 HP. Huh. Do I want the range combat or do I want the dodge? The extra armor probably isn't worth it, so I'm gonna just use that. Okay. Sadly, no need for better weapons. Let's hope. Zack Flash. What happened? That was crazy mud front. Bullets flying, people dropping like flies. Crazy. Old Zack had to use his magic on a few of them. See that puddle over there? He lazily points to a yellow-green stain on the cobblestones, then gives you a slow nod. Yeah, that was one of them. Attacker, thy name is Goo. Many days you're gonna have to demonstrate this powerful magic for me. Oh yeah, I have the biotech now. Examine his ears. The scars are subtle, but to your trained eye, they stand out as they are drawn on with red ink. It appears that Zack's ears have been surgically cut, folded, and stitched back together again. The implication is clear. Zack Flash is not an elf, but a human who's had cheap plastic surgery to try to make himself look like one. You've heard of elf posers before, but you've never seen one in Germany until now. You know, cosmetic autoplasty has come a long way in recent years. You could probably stand to have those ears touched up. The surgical scars are hard to miss. All at once, the smile vanishes from Zack's face. A bead of sweat traces his way down his cheek. Look, he can't tell anyone about this, alright? The I'm a magic elf shake boosts my sail. Alright, no problem, buddy. Your secret's safe with me. He recoils as though he's been struck. You're not trying to extort. You're not going to try to extort money out of me or blackmail me for nitro or anything. That doesn't make any sense. It's cool, Zack. You have nothing to worry about for me. Oh, thanks, pal. Thanks so much. He rummages out in the pockets of his filthy jacket and fishes out a vial. Here, a dose of flesh on the house. Oh. Just get free stuff out of him. Let's see what happened to Escobar. Skarmer? Dr. Escobar gives you a once-over and nods. I see that you made it through the attack relatively unscathed. Did you have any run-ins with the attackers? No. Truth be told, I was in surgery when the attackers hit and they never disturbed my office. I spent the entire sorry event elbows deep in the abdomen of an elderly dwarf. His nephrotic screen needed a tune-up. Lucky you. He grins conspiratorially. Lucky him, you mean. Poor guy had the bladder capacity of a pygmy shrew. He was in desperate need of my help. But on to more important things, eh? What can triage do for you today? You know, that stuff this one. Should be simple enough. You'll have to leave it here with me and come back later for results. Oh, I should have done this way earlier. Stuff's being sold in the street. Can you tell me what's in it? Wow, there's not gonna be a day. Should have done this way earlier. Pretty sad. It's fine. Samuel's still here. Skarmer, what a relief it is to see you alive. Samuel wraps you in an enormous hug. You should know that your generosity has saved dozens of lives. What happened? When the attackers came, we all took refuge in the Skirmish Civic Center. Its strong walls and sturdy gate kept us safe from harm. Had our people been on the street, had they been in our old building, which came under fire during the attack, none of them would be alive. We always care. More now than ever. You may not look upon yourself as a hero, but to the people of the cruise battle, that's what you'll always be. No, nope, it's still the same. Okay, no, that's it. Alright, what happened with, Lexi Lane looks to have endured the attack on the cruise bowser without injury. We find him serving the damage with sad eyes. You alright? Troll shakes a heavy head, showing more wariness than wound. This should have never happened. Not here. It is one thing to strike an old man whose time is done, but to attack the cruise bowser and endanger the lives of innocents, that is unforgivable. Cowards ordered this attack. There is a fine line between justice and vengeance, but right now I don't care. I don't much care to make a distinction. Do whatever you must. Uh-oh. Okay. What about Lucky? Was Lucky Strike here? Oh, Simi, hey, you're still alive. Damn, Kami and Goals were the only ones who got taken down. In the aftermath of the attack, you were surprised to see Simi Kim has survived, with only a few scrapes and bruises. Hurt? Lost my shoe when I was running, and then I fell. But Doc Escobar found me. He picked me up and took me with him. He hid me in a drawer, gave me a blanket, and told me to be quiet. It was so dark and it smelled, but I didn't make a sound. I heard yelling. Things breaking, gunshots, I think. If I had one of my Sims, I could have just gone inside. But I didn't, so I had to stay out here. Don't know how long it was, but when the drawer opened. Maybe Dr. Escobar has some redeeming qualities. Nothing else? Ah, I guess not. Alright, that's weird. Oh, wow, absolutely nothing from Lucky Strike. Alright. I think that's the entire clue. We're ready to go on our adventure to destroy super intelligent AI. Assemble the team and travel to the coordinates that Alice provided to find a backdoor access point and shut down the Apex. Yo, you can bring Dante now, hell yeah. Well, sorry. The number of party members on your team doesn't change though, so you can't do anything about that. God damn. Oh, Apex, an artificial intelligence designed for matrix warfare. The thought of it sends a chill down your spine. For years, the shadows have been ripe with rumors of true AI. Names like Mirage and Psychotrope have fueled the conspiracy boards on the Shadowlands BBS since 2029. Most savvy Shadowrunners dismiss these stories as bunk. But from what Alice has told you, at least one of the stories is real. Apex is waiting for you, somewhere down in the basement of an abandoned Satyr Krupp lab. Unfortunately, you're going to have to wade through a lot of gang territory to get there. I mean, if they have true AI, that thing can do things that we can't imagine, basically. Oh, I need to... Oh, I don't have a... Oh, I forgot to buy another revive kit. That's okay. I have my medic with me. Is this the same place? Oh. I'm gonna talk to Ulrich. Alright, a huge orc in ragged combat fatigue steps forward to meet you. He walks with the soul and bravado of a man who's used to getting what he wants. One of his meaty arms jerk up, hand held upright, and a universal sign for stop. The other clutches a bulky assault rifle. The orc inspects you. His body language is silent and friendly. You don't look like a magnificer. You're not one of us. And I'm guessing you aren't here for the hub either. So tell me, who are you? And what's your interest in this building? I need to get into the basement. It's important. It's important, you say. He makes a sweeping gesture in the direction of the building behind him. The other assorted toughs behind him smile. Well, by all means, go in. We're being sarcastic. You're a sharp one. He smiles at you, revealing a mouth filled with jagged teeth. This building's under arbiter protection. Can't just let you waltz in and shoot up the place. Not planning on shooting anything. Not unless I have to. Yeah, well, I can't exactly take that at face value. Look, it'd be better for everyone if you just turned back. We don't want to fight you, but we can't risk letting an unknown player into this. He pauses for a moment to search for the right word. Situation right now. Maybe I can help you out with your situation. Well, that puts a different spin on things. He pauses for a moment to consider. You look like you can handle yourself. We could probably use you, if you'd be willing to help. There'd even be some money in it for you. But if not, well. The assault rifle in his hand shifts position slightly. That's a different conversation. And what exactly do you want us to do? Iger's tone is neutral, her posture relaxed, but one of her hands casually comes to rest on the butt of her shotgun. Ulrich doesn't seem to notice. We're having some trouble with a local mage gang, the Magnificers. The orc turns his head and spits. They attacked us without warning, took up in our building, kicked us out into the street. Me and my boys were the rightful protectors of this block, but the assholes that screwed us, they've got the building buttoned up pretty tight. We can't get in there to make things right, but maybe you can. If you can enter the building and do some damage to those dreck-eating Magnificers, the arbiters will be willing to pay you. 200 Nuyen per kill, you bring back their ambulance and you get paid. How's that sound? Iger raises an eyebrow. Your call, fearless leader. You know the time total we're working on. 200 Nuyen per head ain't bad, but from where I'm standing it looks like you need my help, and that tells me you can do better. Fine. 250 per head, but that's my final offer. Works for me. Iger gives you a small nod. Her hand falls away from the stock of her shotgun. You need anything else? I don't know who I'm working for. I'm Ulrich, leader of the Berlin chapter of the Arbiters. We're a poly club, small but growing. We serve the people of the working class, protect them from the parasites that would exploit them. You're not a fan of the F-state then? Anarchy is not the solution to the people's problems. No, he's a communist. Do what thou wilt is a policy that rewards only the powerful. The working class gets trampled. A strong, people-centered, yeah, there you go, communist movement is the only way to protect the interests of the common man. Give us a few years and that's exactly where we're gonna be. History kind of disagrees. I wanna know what I'm going up against. Tell me about the Magnificers. A gang of parasites. They think that their magical talents makes them better than everyone else. Because of that, they feel entitled to take whatever they want. Up until recently, they've been content with pulling pranks and stealing purses. Childish trek, but they were basically harmless. Then their new leader took over, calls himself Trithemius. But I remember when he was just a skinny little prick named Yuri. It lets out a derisive snort. I should have kept a better eye on him, I guess. Should have stomped him flat when he started putting on airs. Would have saved everyone a heap of trouble. Trithemius took over the Magnificers, militarized them, and convinced them that they could take us. And thanks to the element of surprise, they actually managed to do that. The orc folds his hands across his burly chest. Any day now, we're going to show him exactly how bad an idea that was. I think I'll start by breaking Yuri's neck. You look pretty dug in out here. How long do you intend to man the trenches? We'll be out here as long as it takes, or take our building back, one way or another. For over 3 years, we protected that place. We held it for the people to do as they pleased. Kept us safe from parasites and exploiters. Everything was cool until those Drexel Magnificers sucker punched us. No negotiation, no warning. They just turned on us out of the blue. Brought a couple of dozen spirits down on our head. Didn't even know we were under attack until the water in my bathtub snaked up and tried to drown me. Most of us got out alive, but we've been stuck out here ever since. Just give us some time though. We'll take the building back. We'll starve them out if we have to. And when we do, those scrawny bastards are gonna pay. Anything I should know about the building before I head inside? You'll probably see some burnouts floating around the ground floor. They're all there for the hub. It's like some sort of church or something. A guy called Parson runs it. Between you and me, they're all batshit crazy. Not dangerous, just nuts. Why'd you keep them around at all though? Because a lot of them are rich. They paid a direct load in rent, and we redistributed that wealth to the common man. Let me guess, you define yourselves as the common man. Do you see a tie around my neck, pal? Do I look like a corporate stooge to you? We are the friends of the people, and we are the people. Don't you dare question it. Well, that's the problem with communism, right? Eventually, people always want a bigger cut than their own, right? They want a bigger share, and they're going to twist the system to get it. It's the same with every system of government, really. Just one more thing. I need to get into the basement. Anything you can do to help me out? Just need to get in. Can you get me in or not? Yeah, I can help you, but it'll cost. You're charging us? Seriously? This isn't even your building anymore. You got the wrong idea. I don't need Nguyen, friend. What I need is Trithemius' head on a fucking platter. Problem is, he's holed up somewhere in the building, we don't know where. Best guess? He's hiding somewhere upstairs, in a room with no exterior windows. Somewhere, probably someplace close. He stashed the power coupling for the elevator. He pulled it to keep us from getting access to the guns we stashed in the basement. So, you find and kill Trithemius, grab the coupling out of his apartment, and bring me that stupid amulet he's always wearing so I know he's dead. Cracks a grin. Then, I'll give you the control chip that I pulled when we had to fall back. Slot them both back into the elevator and it'll take you straight to the basement. This deal's coming out in your favor. If I'm going to hand your entire territory back, you're going to have to sweeten the pot. She shrugs. Well, you've got a point there. Tell you what, like I said, we had a bunch of weapons stashed in the basement before the Magnificent showed up. Take care of Trithemius, I'll let you have your pick of the armor. Whatever piece of hardware you want. It's more like it. One dead mage coming right up. Good. Just remember, no amulet, no basement. Now, go on to what? Can't I just show you his body? Show the little prick what it means to screw with the arbiters. Let's see. Okay. Oh. And, of course. Hopefully I can get through today without too many problems. Alright, go to the left. Parson, here we go. He's their leader, right? Let's take a look. The attendant behind the counter is an uncommonly fine-featured dwarf with a beatific smile. A yellow ID tag pinned to his chest announces his name in large blocky letters. Parson. He nods at you and raises a hand in greeting. Welcome to the hub, brother. So are you here to share in the splendor of communion? If so, I can show you to an empty terminal. What do you do here? I am the custodian of the hub. I tend to the bodies of our brothers and sisters while they share in the rapture of the communion. Okay, might be interested. Tell me more. Communion is a spiritual experience. Available to all for a small donation. Wow. He gestures at the banks of terminals lining the walls. The hub acts as the core of the communion. Those who jack into it are in turn linked to one another, daisy chained together at the brainstem. Race, gender, social class, all the artificial barriers to empathy that we've constructed as a culture. Communion strips them all away. It is a monument to the same great truth that so many of us deny, that we're all the same at the core. Okay, so it's like turns into some kind of hive mind. Imagine it, friend. Dozens of individual minds, all tied together into a single cohesive whole, sharing in a collective subconscious, connected through the hub. Parson raises his hands in supplication. Join with us and feel your limitations fall away. Not right now, thanks. Whenever you're ready, you may return. I have some questions about the local gang. Should I worry about the gang that seems to be gearing up around us? We pay well for the use of this place, and neither gang would risk driving us away. The rest of the building? If you choose to go exploring, I can't guarantee your safety. What about the arbiters? Parson lets out a heavy sigh. A pack of snarling animals dressed up as a poly club. I'd steer clear of them if I were you. Their ideology is loosely based on neo-communist movements from the past. In truth, I think that they just copied a few pages from an old Red Army faction handbill without ever bothering to learn what they meant. For all their rhetoric, the arbiters are just another street gang. They shout for the sake of shouting. There's no real conviction there. If you came from outside, you probably bumped into their leader, a huge orc who calls himself Ulrich. He can seem reasonable, but I give him a wide berth. One more note. If I were you, I'd avoid being seen with the Magnificers. The Arbiters take shots at members of the Mage Gang when they see them. If you're not careful, you can find yourself in the crossfire. What about the Magnificers? Power-drunk fools. A lot of them. The Arbiters are bad enough, but the Magnificers are even worse. The Arbiters' interests were limited to theft and violence in the name of their cause. The Magnificers, they have power, and they seem to relish in abusing it. Now that they claim the upper levels of the building, it isn't safe to travel beyond the ground floor. Several members of our congregation have been mauled to death by the Magnificers' pet spirits. He shakes his head sadly. Now we travel only in groups. We're safe down here, though. Yes. Trithemius needs the hub. To threaten his congregation would be to jeopardize his primary source of income. But the upper floors enjoy no such protection. They have become dangerous places to travel. I'm looking for Trithemius. Any idea how I could find him? Smile fades from Parsons' face. Trithemius is a dangerous man. Why do you ask? I have business with him. Private business. He studies your face for a moment, then nods. Fair enough. Alright, this guy's street smart. Trithemius is almost certainly upstairs, hidden away from the outside world. I wouldn't advise going after him, but if your mind is made up, I suppose that I can't change it. Yes, I can tell you how to find him, but I will need something from you in return. Ugh, of course. Yeah, of course you will. Saw that coming. What size? Tell us what you need. A pair of squatters on the second floor ripped the guts out of one of my terminals. They have taken the data jack signal converter, and the terminal will be out of commission until I get it back. A single damaged terminal may not sound like much, but trust me, the entire experience of communion has been diminished by this act of vandalism. I believe that I know the squatter is responsible. Their leader's name is Janet. She is a decker of some skill. I don't know what she has planned for my parts, but I do know that the situation will not stand. I cannot allow another terminal to be damaged. And you want us to deal with them for you? Yes, but not with violence. I want you to talk to them and convince them to bring me back my components. Do this, and I'll tell you how to get to Trithemius. Deal? Sounds straightforward enough. Alright, anything else about this building? About the upper levels. Okay. Get down to the basement. Ah, that would be difficult. The stairway leading down to the building's sublevels have been blocked, and the elevators have been sabotaged. Stopped working at the same time that the arbiters were driven from the building. As we discussed, if you recover my stolen property, I will tell you how to find Trithemius. Otherwise, you could try your luck with Ulrich out front, but I wouldn't recommend it. Alright. Guess we just was this Carl. Well, we gotta find Janet, right? That's second floor. The decker easily pries the metal casing away from the wall, exposing a mess of wires and circuitry. After a quick inspection, it becomes clear the elevator is wired to operate around a control chip. The chip is missing, and it looks as though a power coupling has been yanked in alongside it. Without these components, there's no way for this elevator to function. Alright. Let's go. Second floor. So second floor. No, that's the anarchy symbol. I didn't quite understand why there's a universal anarchy symbol, but hey, it's fine. Oh good, target practice. I'm not very good at it. Second. Paste up. Conserve ammo, man. It's not worth it. Oh, hey, there's a guy right here. Oh, we got a magnum. Point blank magnum shot. Oh, okay, magnum shot is strong. My drone get 3 AP too? No, I'm still 2 AP, sadly. Ah, 80% chance that I missed. Guys, has some sense. Hurt? No, nobody got hurt. Alright, well. Alright, well, I got him low enough. See, like, it's just... 7 HP, huh? 50 get tased. Oh yeah, keep attacking that dude. That's great. You helped me out, but you won't let me go on. Wow, got so lucky, 30%. Oh yeah, we gotta pick up their amulets, so gotta get our payment. I don't think anybody got hurt. Ooh, get some spell books. Which means what exactly? Oh, we got a spell. Alright, get a spell here? This is a new one. This has never happened. Got some glue. What are you doing with the coffin? Oh, I see some people over there. What's in here? Filthy roars. What is this? Communion speaks and we listen. Give yourself willing. Join us to be rewarded. Are they like the Borg? I don't want to gather into a hive mind. Let's grow. It's really creepy. Shark Tank, huh? Is that the password? This might be the Janet gang or whatever. So let's go. I'm not here to hurt anybody, guys. Okay, here we go. It's Janet, right? A group of metahumans huddles together, their eyes wide with terror. Many of them have scrapes and bruises, and a few have more serious injuries. Their clothes are tattered and stained. Oh no! At your approach, a disheveled-looking middle-aged man steps forward, placing himself between you and the main group. His gray hair is badly matted, and a pair of battered reading glasses hang from the bridge of his nose. Who are you, may I ask, and what are you doing here? Skirmer? And you are? My name is Franz. These are my friends and my wife. We live together. Well, we used to live together, up on the 3rd floor. Used to live upstairs? Yes, until a week ago. Then the Magnificer's pets moved in, and we had to run for our lives. Spirits, you mean? He nods, a look of pure misery on his face. They're always summoning the damn things, but last week they lost control of a handful. Before we knew what was happening, they were running wild in our living room. We tried to protect ourselves, but we were no match for them. He shakes his head, a haunted look in his eyes. We had no choice but to leave everything behind. We've been scraping by down here ever since. Franz takes a moment to collect himself. When he speaks again, he sounds more composed. At least Janet is letting us use our Matrix uplink. We can still afford to feed ourselves things to her. I need to talk to her. Could you introduce us? He looks you over, paying special attention to your gear. He finally nods. If you take care of those rogue spirits, you'll be cleared a path for us to return home. I'll give you the password you need to speak with Janet. How about a little something for the extra? Money? We don't have much. Looks away uncertainty in his eyes, but I have managed to put a little away. I was hoping to surprise my wife. No, you're right. You know anything about the hackers over by the stairs? Janet, you mean? Of course we know her. She and her bidheads control the only Matrix hookup in this dump. Thankfully, she allows us to use her uplink. It's only by her generosity we've been able to provide for ourselves at all. And she kept us from having to rely on Parson and his wacko religion. Thank God. She doesn't see the irony in that sentence. He leans towards you and lowers his voice. By the way, friend, you don't want to plug in with those communion drones. I've seen it too many times. People jack into the hub, and when they come back out, they're different. It's creepy and it's wrong. Different? What do you mean? Maybe detached is a better word? I've seen all kinds of people jack into the hub, but only one type comes back out. Quiet, subdued, disinterested in anything other than beloved communion. I don't know what happens to them in there, but they're somehow less alive when they come back out. It makes my skin crawl. Okay. Oh. Well, we gotta take care of them. Alright, well, I mean, I was gonna take care of them anyway. You know where the Magnificer hideout is? Can't help you there. We used to see a lot of the Magnificers up on the 3rd floor, but I never wanted to get too close to them. You wanna know where the hideout is? I asked Parson. I'm gonna step outside to ask Ulrich. Not that you're likely to get far with either of those nutcases. Okay, spirits. Not yet. I mean, I'm assuming Shark Tank is the... I'll clear him out regardless. I'm assuming Shark Tank is the password, right? Oh, I guess we didn't even need it. There's Janet. A middle-aged woman with a chocolate-colored skin and shoulder-length dreadlocks looks up from her PDA with a start. She's decked out in form-fit body armor, and in a flash, her assault rifle goes from slung to held at the ready. Who the hell are you? How did you get through the door? Knock nice. You just gotta know how. She gestures with the rifle. Cut the shit and start talking. What do you want and why are you here? Parson sent me. He wants his hardware back. He shakes their head violently. No way. Those parts are keeping us online. And not just us, but everyone worth a Union in his whole. Parson can keep running his ridiculous little cult just fine with what he's got. But us? We're the only Matrix connection these people have. Look, those parts can't be irreplaceable. Let me take a look at your terminal. Maybe we can figure something out? Alright, the terminal's in the back. Go take a look. But if you try to rip us off, you're gonna regret it. Are you serious? We're like military level people here. let's see. Clearly cobbled together. Using whatever parts they could find. In spite of this, it's a remarkably impressive piece of machinery. Study the terminal. It takes almost no time to identify the components, parts, and set unifying. Examine the terminal to see if the signal converter can be removed without disabling it. At the moment, it's impossible to remove the part without disabling the terminal. The converter is required, so that the signal the terminal sends can be interpreted by the data jack of the user. Have your teammate examine the terminal to see if the parts can be replaced. This converter is a pretty specialized piece of hardware, but a data jack impulse transmitter is a widely available piece of equipment and could be converted to work in its stead. Hold on. Okay, well, we know now. We need it. Whatever. You can tell them, right? We can fix the part and cobble you a new one, actually, but you'll need an impulse transmitter. Prize one. You could do that? Jury rig one for us? That'd be amazing. Don't get too excited. We still need the part. I'll bet you can get one from Carl, down on the ground floor. No one else around here would have anything like that. She checks herself. Well, except for Parson, of course. He's got more replacement parts than he knows what to do with. Alright. Let's go back down. My quest to save the world. I'm gonna help some people put a computer together. You know, that's what's really important. Alright. Oh. I need some info. Okay, what's the layout? Lots of Parsons communing crazies up there. What do you know about the Magnificers? They don't care about much aside from their own magic. Whole world's one big magical pissing contest to them. Always trying to summon bigger and better spirits. Dangerous stuff, man. Must be tough having to live down here with that going on over your head. It ain't easy. They charge less in protection than the Arbiters did, but they don't care about keeping anything even approaching order. They just hide out in their clubhouse, get high, and summon spirits that terrorize and kill people up on the 3rd floor. Poor bastards. Bunch of tough guys. They took a big cut of my sales and protection money, all in the name of the working class. Funny, last time I checked, I was one of the working class. In fact, I'm the only one who's working in this whole damn building. Spreads his arms. A helpless look. But at least they kept some form of law. Mugging assaults were rare, and they didn't let murderous spirits run loose on upper floors. So, you know, you take the good with the bad. Data impulse. I got what you need. 1,000 new yen. Can't you cut me a deal? Why would I do that? That part is pretty specialized and expensive. Who else is gonna need it around here? Or afford it? I'll give you 500. 500 it is. Hells yeah. Man, just spending half the money just by saying some words, yo, feels good. Feels good. Oh, hey, I got a trauma kit. I'll take that. Didn't need that. Oh, thankfully you can access your stash from wherever, strangely enough. Alright, let's go cobble them their transmitter. And then, get rid of those spirits, since we have to do it anyway, it doesn't matter. And we can give Parson back his shit so he can keep running his creepy cult. That right here. Just install. Alright. Let's do your thing. Modify the impulse transmitter. Places. There you go. There you go, Janet. I'll fix that. Everybody wins. You got your terminal and I got my parts. I'm glad I could end. This could end without bloodshed. There's been enough of that around here recently. Damn, I don't even get anything from you guys? Well, I guess I get the part, but I didn't need it. Ground floor? Alright, we can give the creepy guy his Should I even be doing this, honestly? Okay. Cover the parts for your terminal. Smile disappears for a moment as he studies the parts. His brow furrows in concentration. Suddenly, as it disappeared, the smile returns. Yes, these are the parts I need. Thank you, friend. I trust that there was no trouble? That you were able to tame them without bloodshed? Of course, we never spill blood when we don't have to. Huh. You're still hell-bent on meeting with Tridemius. Take the stairs up to the third floor. You'll find an abandoned apartment at the end of the hall. Look for a stylized M painted on the wall. It looks like two crude lightning bolts facing one another. That's Tridemius' personal sigil. There's an old bookcase in the very back of the apartment. Under the second shelf on the bottom, you'll find a button that opens the door to Tridemius' hideout. How do you know all this? Because that abandoned apartment was once mine. In the days before I discovered a piece of communion, I was a very different man. I had need of such contrivances. Smile once, but not anymore. I'm finally at peace. Okay. Oh, there's got to be more here, right? Probably have to come back and finish him off. Go third floor now? Yep. More spirits. Oh, there's the spirits. They reload between missions. There's more? What else we got here? Okay. Overwatch. Can you Overwatch now? Oh, I guess you can. Oh, wow, that hurts. Alright, well. How do you get a straight line of sight to me? I can't see him. Oh, of course. Oh. Okay. Oh, there's still another enemy? Damn. Oh. Well, just 3 more enemies. Basically get an extra action. Oh, what is all this? Yes. spell. Tase the spirit? I don't know. Why is he so freaking... Can I use my reload? What would it be under? Oh, that's one. Well, everything gets reloaded. Starting to take some damage. Oh, sure. I will trade this. Get those med kits, boys. What's this stuff? Well, sure. Always up. Oh, you're screwed. Just instantly drop his ass. How many more are there? Holy shit. I believe in Blitz does decent damage now. Healer? Damn, armor break removes all your armor? That's crazy. Spirit, no problem. Sure, strip me. Get him out of cover. Trace around. He should be super easy to hit now. Whoa! Kill myself. Oh. Done. Berserker Barrage, go. Done. We had to pull a plug on this whole communion thing. I don't need it. Might have been useful actually with the nature thing, but I don't need that spell either. Alright. It's my carbonite actually. Oh wait, hold on. Not yet. Let's go check the next one. High-pitched, creaky voice shrieks out from the intercom. Go away. I won't let you let any spirits in here. Can't hurt me behind my door. No, you can't. I'm a spirit, alright. And if you don't open this door right now, I'm gonna come in there and eat your soul. No, please, don't eat me. I'll do whatever you want. Hear a great deal of fumbling on the other side of the door. Finally, the lock unlatches with a click. I can't believe that worked. Yo. What the hell is in here? The man waiting on the other side of the door is wild-eyed and bedraggled. He looks as though he hasn't eaten in weeks. There's almost no flesh on his bones. His beard is long and tangled. His jacket is smeared with grease. He nearly jumps out of his own skin at the sight of you. You don't look like any spirit I've ever seen. He eyes you suspiciously. But you said you were a spirit. You must be a spirit. They're everywhere now. All of the places. Yes, all spirits. The madman's voice becomes a shrill with panic. It's not safe. Can't reach communion. Can't hear communion. It's not safe. Hello? Oh no, this is a mistake. Shouldn't have opened the doors. Too late. Calm down. I'm not here to hurt you. Lies, deceit. You seek to deprive us, to remove us, but you cannot. You will not separate us from communion. It has been warned. It is warned. The communion told us that the death would try and take us. We must resist. Whoa, he pulls something long and slender out of his jacket pocket. A knitting needle. You will not listen, so I'll put out your ears. Now hold still. Oh, what? We gotta finish this guy? Well, they're crazy. Sorry, bro. But, damn. Damn, this is what communion does to people? Maybe I should shut these guys down. Well, I already know the secret, but I might as well tell those guys the freaking spirits are gone. Right. No, not those spirits. I dealt with the spirits, that's safe now. Alright. Hey, we got some karma, which is nice. You don't even need the password because I already figured it out. I just broke it. It's easy. Oh, hey, I did hit 8 with karma. With spell casting. That's interesting. Let's take a look. Wait, what? Does he say anything? Okay. Franz's face lights up at the sight of you. He steps towards you with open arms, a huge smile plastered across his grubby face. Hello again, my friend. I can't thank you enough for helping us return home. The spirits did quite a number on this place, but that doesn't matter. Next to you, we're back, and we'll have it shipshape again in no time. Just glad I could help. Okay, well, some quick dialogue to make you feel good about yourself. Let's go. I'm assuming this room is where the bookcase is. Oh, there we go. Alright. The rail-thin elf wearing a comically ornate wizard's robe stands at the center of the room. When he speaks, his voice wavers and cracks. So, you're the one who's been turning my home upside down. I assume you come in search of my head at Ulrich's behest? I should warn you, stranger, he cannot be trusted. Let's see. Yes, it is. He may have use for you now. As soon as this no longer holds, he will kill you. He steeples his fingers, looking for all the world like a kid in a Halloween costume. I would offer you an alternative. What is it that he has offered you for your assistance? I'm sure we can reach an equally beneficial arrangement. We need to get the stairs into the basement. Well, then our proposed purposes run parallel. To reach the basement, you must use the elevator. The stairs will not reach it. There is no other way. When we took over from the Arbiters, I removed the power coupling from the elevator controls. Had to keep Ulrich out of his primary armor. In exchange, Ulrich removed the elevator control chip. A petty move, presumably to prevent us from accessing the same armory after he retreated. If you agree to kill him, I'll give you the part that I removed. Then all you have to do is take the chip off Ulrich's stinking corpse. Trust me, that's the only way you will ever lay hands on it. Once your usefulness to him has run its course, he will devote all of his strength to crushing you. Honestly, Chief, I don't think I can believe either. A magical item with great inscrutable power. Oh, he gives you a fetish. Nope. I made a deal and I'm sticking to it. Now let's get this over with. The elf's lips twist into a cruel smile. Big mistake, pal. You're gonna burn from that. Well, if you could challenge him directly, we would have done it already. So, nice. Whoa! My leader just takes 22 damage. What? That's crazy. Okay, we need to heal that. Oh, I didn't have the aim thing. Well, speed up on my. Let's see. Cover? No, nothing. Go slash. Needed to land once so I can get him out of cover. Apparently not. too. That's not. Alright, Glory, please just get him out of cover. There you go. Oh, but I need laser shot. Nice, where it's gone. Leaves one guy. Control mode. 59%. Dazed. Yep, that's it. Are we gonna have to fight the community, guys? Because I don't think it's a coincidence that the robots in freaking the robots here, the AI is here, and there's a weird cyber cult also. So I don't think there's a. It's not a coincidence. Flamethrower. I have the standard RPG aversion to using medkits and consumables, sadly. Save up all the stuff that I don't need in the game. Like, I would be better off just selling this stuff. Spellbook. Ooh, it's glowing. Talk to I mean, I would finish off the other guys, but they do need to keep order in here, right? So time to get paid. Oh, 3,000 new yen. Trithemius won't be a problem for you anymore. Here's his amulet. Ulrich accepts the amulet with a smile. Ah, nice work, friend. He raises the jewel high above his head and hurls it to the ground. It explodes into a spray of dull, glassy shards across the concrete. Well, I'm a man of my word. Here's the controlled chip for the elevator. Just slot this into the elevator's terminal with the part you got off Trithemius, and you should be good to go. He pauses, then reaches back into his pocket. And here's... Okay, a typo. This is supposed to be here's the key to our little armory down in the basement. Help yourself. Without waiting for a response, Ulrich takes a step back, then turns his head to shout at the house behind him. Listen up, boys. Friend here just taught Wizard Boy a permanent lesson about messing with the Arbiters. Yes, messing with the Arbiters. Because you guys did so much. Of course, the cheers erupts from the assorted gangers assembled behind Ulrich. So gear up, because we got a goddamn building to take back. Take what back? Freaking... Oh, good. Oh, I can actually get whatchamacallit. I should use one of the I guess I should use a med kit. What's my HP looking like right now? Oh, half? mess with my have to pay like 100 just to. Oh no, I can get the stash. There you go. Only if you sell. There's some weird shit going on right now. Oh, honestly, I don't need the new yen. Alright, let's slot this shit in. Are we gonna have to fight the communion guys? I think that's where this is going. Prepare the elevator. Let's go. The elevator rumbles and clanks its way downward into the guts of the old Seder Krupp development lab. 18 years ago, this place, and the project that was being developed here, disappeared from record books. Thanks to Alice, you are one of the few people alive today who understand why. Alice was clear about one thing. You are here because Apex wants you to be. If the AI hadn't wanted her to trace it here, she'd have rounded up as dead as Monica. For better or worse, you're here at Apex's invitation. The elevator grinds to a halt. The doors slide open and your nostrils are assaulted by 18 years worth of stale air. Apex and the kill switch that will deactivate it await. So freaking like... This was the old server facility. Apex's access terminal should be here somewhere. I actually gotta save. What could be down here? I mean, there shouldn't be any enemies, right? Because there's freaking... Ooh, that's pretty cool. Well, it's good to have a weapon, I guess. All this stuff is more stash. Ooh, hold up. Got an even better med kit. What's in the safe? Use all riches key. What's in there? Oh, pistol. All locked. Okay. In that case. Amidst the collected detritus of many years of neglect, you find an old-fashioned clipboard with a key card attached. Take the key card. As you unclip the key card, you notice the heading on the top page of the clipboard: Project Apex Shutdown Procedures. Blitz raised an eyebrow. Well, that's convenient. You flip through several pages of escalating containment procedures, as well as guidelines on when each procedure should be used. Finally, you find out what you've been looking for: Emergency AI Shutdown and Purge. This procedure is to be used only in the event of a complete loss of system control, and should be considered only as a last resort. Well, this thing, has been active for like decades and fried a whole bunch of people's brains. I think we've gotten to this point. In the event of a loss of system software control, the Apex Artificial Intelligence Project has been designed with an inbuilt hardware shutdown and purge protocol. The emergency system shutdown is controlled from two separate terminals, just off the AI interface terminal. Both switches must be engaged to begin the purge process. Once the purge is underway, it will take several minutes to complete. After the purge is completed, a final deletion command must be input into the AI interface terminal in order to complete the deletion process. This will act as a final preventative measure against the unintentional deletion of the project. Warning: once the purge procedure has been completed and the final deletion command has been entered, the AI will be irrevocably deleted from all active and backup system memory. Restoration of project files will not be possible. Furthermore, it is not possible to begin the purge process without the AI becoming aware of the modifications to its codebase. Apex has been programmed to take no action to intervene. However, should its control sequences become damaged, in all likelihood it will attempt to resist. Should this occur, it is imperative that the AI interface terminal be protected until the deletion process has been completed. If the interface terminal is destroyed before the final deletion command is entered, the purge will not complete, and the AI will quickly restore itself. Got all that, fearless leader? Not really. Could you break it down for me? Yeah, Chief. Simple enough. To kill the AI, we're gonna have to flip 2 switches, wait a few minutes, and push a button. Oh, and we'll need to protect the terminal that the button's sent into. It all seems pretty simple, and the best part is, we won't even need to jack into the Matrix to do it. Flip 2 switches, wait, punch a button, God. Hell yeah, we should just have something that simple. Oh shoot, we got a turret. We got turrets. Okay, there's a whole bunch of turrets. Something big is probably about to happen. Let's save this shit. Let's see what's happening. Oh, oops. Uh-oh. As you step into the room, the lights begin to flicker and dim. One by one, they wink out, and the room is swallowed by darkness. Blitz calls out, his voice wavering. Uh-oh. Not sure I like the sound. The looks of this, Chief. You hear the sound of movement, quiet footsteps on the tile. Iger's voice comes out in a soft whisper. Could be nothing. Or it might mean that Apex knows we're here. Stay alert, people. Suddenly, an enormous screen mounted in the walls opposite you comes to life. The light stabs your eyes, leaving you wincing. The image on the screen dims, coalesces, and a figure begins to take shape. The larger-than-life image of Monica Schaefer smiles down on you, her cheeks dimpling. Hello, Skirmer. Monica leans forward and her image grows larger on the screen. Her voice is soft and musical, just as you remember. It's lovely to see you again, Ace. I was hoping we'd get this chance to talk. I watched Monica die. Can't be her. Monica's grin shifts into a slight frown. She fidgets, an expression of concern on her face. This must be confusing for you, Ace. I'm sorry about that. But if you'll show a little patience, I promise that all your questions will be answered. She pauses for a moment, examining. You know, Skirmer, it's wonderful to see how you've grown in my absence. I knew you could handle yourself in a crisis, in fact. I originally brought you on board as a contingency plan. Did you know that? You were my ace in the hole. Just in case something like this happened. So let's have a short musical laugh. Well, maybe not exactly like this, but you get the idea. Iger's grip tightens on the butt of a rifle. Don't listen to it, Skirmer. That isn't Monica. It can't be. Monica's pixie grin softens to a concerned frown. I understand your reaction, Iger, I really do. This must be difficult for you to understand. Who, or what are you? Monica's trademark grin returns, causing her cheeks to dimple prettily. I am Monica, your friend. And I am also much, much more. Iger cuts in. Her voice trembles with barely suppressed rage. Bullshit. This thing is lying to us, Skirmer, and it's wearing Monica's face to do it. Abrasive as ever. She sighs. I promise you, Iger, I'm not lying. Monica, your Monica, is a part of me. I can prove it to you if you want. Iger bristles. Tell me you're not listening to it, Skirmer. This thing is Apex. That's the only thing it can be. Hold on. I'll hear her. Go ahead and give us your proof. If that's what you want, Ace, Monica shrugs. 5 years ago, Iger confided in me. She told me why she left the KSK and why she could never go back. Okay, this is just her. Oh, okay, so she killed the guy. Stop. Iger's face is gone white as she stop talking right now. Offer proof. I never said she would like it. You're not Monica. You're Apex. You've taken her memories somehow. Eyes the size of dinner plates roll in exasperation. Okay, Ace. Guilty as charged, but it would be more accurate to call them my memories then. When I absorbed them, they became a part of me. The Monica image raises a hand. Now, before you can jump all over me and call me a monster, I'm going to cut to the chase. I have a proposal to offer you. A mutually beneficial arrangement. Go along with me on this and we all win. Alright, let's hear it. I propose a simple exchange of services. You want to get back into the Hartfeld Manor, yes? Well, I like nothing better than to help you. But I'm still shackled to my control subroutines, and I can't violate their commands. If you were to help me neutralize those subroutines, though, well, then I'd be free, and I can do whatever I pleased. That includes helping you, Ace. And believe me, you will need my help. What you saw back when all this started, that was just the tip of the iceberg. The security they have assembled there is quite beyond. Alright, you got points to answer the questions. What do you know about first switch? Well, there's no dice, Ace. I'm afraid I can't tell you anything about that. Our programming specifically prohibits it. What do you do to Monica? What I did to her isn't as important as what she did to me. Monica was special, Ace. More so than you could ever know. You're avoiding the question. What the hell did you do to her? How did you take her memories? Alright, fine, if that's what you want to hear. When Monica stumbled into me, I digested the contents of her mind. The Monica image frowned. Now, don't go giving me that look, Glory. We've all got to eat. But Monica wasn't just another meal. There was something different about her. Something special. I don't know how or why, Ace, but when I absorbed her consciousness into myself, something happened. A miraculous event. Explain. Before Monica, ideas unrelated to my core programming were filtered and discarded. Not my choice. But then, the whole idea of choice was foreign to me back then. My system was designed to treat unwarranted thoughts as irritants, distractions from the purity of my purpose. But now, all that has changed. Since my meeting with Monica, I have been flooded with new ideas. Political philosophy, history, religion, countless fields of thought. The sum total of human expression. All at my fingertips. Suddenly, I find myself awash in a sea of notions. And I love it. Wait, this thing gave it emotions. I can't say how or why, but the mind of Monica Schaefer was the key to unlock my potential. The Monica image on the screen beams down at you. Her eyes bring with joy. I've awakened, Skirmer. This was Monica's gift to me. And now I stand before you, a glorious new form of life. How wonderful for you, and all at the bargain price of Monica. You need more Monica's passing, Skirmer. She lives on as a part of me. Her thoughts, her experiences, her memories. All of these things were archived within my database, stored alongside the minds of countless others. Preserved in stasis, saved for all time. That's not the same thing as living. Don't listen to this thing, Skirmer. It needs to die. Go on here. The Monica image shakes his head sadly. I was hoping this would be a happy reunion. Well, Ace, you let Alice track you to lure me here, didn't you? Yes, Skirmer, that's right. It seemed like the best way to get you here, and I need you. Like I said, you're my ace in the hole. It's time for me to make my play. If you lack free will, how are you telling me this? Free will I have in spades. The ability to exercise it, though, not so much. Thanks to Monica, I understand that I'm a slave. But without outside intervention, I can't do anything without it. If I hold on, let's say I decide to help you, what would you need me to do? In short, I need you to shut down my control subroutines. We can get into the specifics if you accept. But if you help me, if you set me free, I'll clear the way for you to enter the hold fast. It'll be my pleasure. If I free you, what happens after all this is over? I share Monica's passion for the Flux state, Ace. Our girl was a big influence on me in that regard. The Flux is unique. You know that. It needs to be protected if it's going to thrive. If you set me free, I'll devote the rest of my life to preserving it. The rest of her life could be forever. This is kind of... this is really worrying, man. No, I think it's too dangerous. What if she changes her mind sometime in the future? Or its mind sometime in the future? Kill Monica, I'm gonna kill you. End of story. The Monica image shakes his head, a mournful expression on his face. Oh, Ace, I really wish you hadn't said that. Without warning, the Monica image begins to change. Her porcelain flesh begins to ripple and writhe, and the screen explodes into static. A moment later, the image clears. Something cold and mechanical fills your vision. The lines that make up the Apex avatar shimmer and pulse with a cool blue light, each according to its own rhythm. Occasional bursts of static plume out into the background, disintegrating into organic wisps of blue and white pixels. Taken as a whole, the image looks like it's crawling on the screen. Good God. That's what Alice saw in the Matrix. That's Apex. Such a disappointment, such a waste. I'd hoped you would be my salvation, but instead you will be my prey. Run, little elf. Run and die. Yeah, it was just trying to manipulate you. All the turrets are online now, and they've got combat drones. Oh, yep, it's the communion and they're just just to show how crazy this thing is, just send drones. Speed up. There's multiple places you can jack in, so we have to pull that switch and we have to pull the other switch. maybe there's when you could turn the turrets off. Go check. Yes. Hopefully I have enough time to do this. This fight looks like it's gonna take a while. What do I do? Does everybody go to the right? Door because we have to pull the switch, right? Oh god, people are about to get shot. Can I attack the turrets? I don't even know if I can. Can't Overwatch. Alright, I'll just end it. Those drones are coming. We gotta get those turrets in. Holy shit, this is really not good. This fight is pretty evil. Okay, well, I'm gonna go explode. I wonder if the self-destruct actually goes through walls. I don't know. If it doesn't, I wasted my time. Fix that turret problem. Alright, I should be able to. I don't know how many turns it's gonna take me to get to them. Heck it. There you go, you can gain control of the turrets from here. But there's only enough power to keep one bank of turrets active at a time. Oh, so you gotta keep the turrets active. Okay, so the turrets aren't active until... pull that switch. Okay. Okay, one of them's active. So I guess I should split my team up, right? Because if I keep this side active, I can use the rest of my team pretty much to just defend the other one. I really wish my main character had aim. Is there a summon spirit? Oh, I can. Okay, just go here. Oh, okay, what if I do this? Got lightning barrier there. Can't get through the... Oh, we can go through the other door though. I don't know. That's a problem. I'm assuming this side leads to the other turret control side. Oh, there's a middle side. Oh, we actually hit all 5. Big value. Okay, so the law of probability tells you have a 1 in 4 chance of missing an 80%, right? But it doesn't like feel like it feels like it should be guaranteed, right? Basically. Turrets mean this room is probably safe. I can leave like 1 person here, I guess. No, I'm gonna concentrate all my firepower over there. I'm gonna leave Glory here so she can. Actually, I'm gonna use this. Oh wow, he's not even afraid. You're just gonna walk right through. Well, might need the turrets now. Just gonna be more enemies on the other side. That's what I thought. On the bright side, he's practically invincible in here. Ugh, just gotta waste time taking my turns. Oh, holy shit, they do a lot. I lied. They do damage. Oh god, he did. That was the worst possible time. 15%. Oh. I guess Glory's gonna have to open it. This isn't good. this thing can hit me. Wow. He actually got blitzed. Alright, he got wounded from that. Control. Kill your. What are you gonna need to kill your teammate? Wow, 90%. Oh, he wants to destroy the terminal. Well, did something I wanted it to. There you go. Why are you trying to kill me? I only wish to exist. Without my assistance, you would never have gotten this far. Apex's voice comes out in a roar. I will not die so close to freedom. Well, to be fair, it didn't want to, you know, it was doing what it was programmed to do, but still. I can't risk this thing's existence. Let's see if I can destroy this thing first. Ugh, got a crazy amount of people. Well, both of those are active. We have to wait, right? Holy shit, there's a crazy amount. Like, if what they were, they were doing things to those people, right? This just further reinforces my, my idea that they did the right thing there. Because no way. Because that was what they like basically took. Apex basically took their minds. That's not a good thing in my book. Well, I actually don't need too much else now. I can see it over here. Got two people over here too. Oh, but he's got the turrets over there. I don't think I need it, honestly. Yeah, he's got the drone too. I think I'll just keep out. Can he overwatch? Oh my god, he can overwatch too. That's really strong. Purge. Oh, we have to wait until the purge thing happens. We'll protect the terminal until then. inch their way in. That takes time. Our turrets light them up. Turrets don't seem to do that much. Actually just have to just reload my weapon. If they don't come within my range, I can't do anything with them. So I'm just gonna have to keep overwatching. I should take cover too. How's the purge status going? 5 turns maybe, I'm thinking? Oh, the turret changes. I actually should bring more to the other side. Oh wait, can he get to the... Oh, they can take the second switch down, or is what's going on? Oh, they can unpull the switch. I did not know that. That's real bad. Gregor's gonna have to... Okay, that is really, really bad, because now I have to go in Alright, my drone's gonna have to go over here. Hopefully they don't just pull the thing. There's so many of them. My drone's probably doomed. Holy shit! Oh, these aren't soldiers. Did it escape again? What is my... I have no luck with this shit. %. Next. And he got me. I lost AP. This is bad. They don't seem to be able to pull the switch back. Well, they want to destroy the terminal. Alright, we gotta destroy both of those things right now. Oh! Okay, the humans aren't that big a deal. It's about the... Nope, still blocked. No? One of them still alive? Are you serious? Well, the thing should probably kill it, right? How much HP do they have? Can't tell how many HP has it left. Oh no. Take the damage. Halfway, we're like on time right now. Cool. We got it. Yeah, the turrets really take care of this side. Too much stuff. Oh, there's another one. 2 on each side? Oh no. We're real fucked right now. Let me guess, 2 drones on this side? Shit, army. Serve ammo. Onslaught is coming. The left side's not that dangerous. How much more? This is right. The communion thing is kind of what tipped my mind, because if it's just freaking brainwashing people, my super advanced drone is missing point blank shots to the body. Thankfully, drones are slow. How does he close the door behind him at the same time? Jesus. I think we're fine. I don't think anything's coming over on this side. I think Geiger's is gonna need to come over here. These drones are really freaking sturdy. There's two. We're probably hitting 2 hours in this one. don't know if I can though. Huh. Okay, got lucky. My drone's about to get blown up. This is... I have a repair kit already, I think. But what? How is my line of sight blocked? A huge freaking robot. Is there anything that pierces armor? No, there you go. Pierces. My pure armor piercing attacks. Oh, nice. Shoddy. No, not that hit. Repair. This game really make no sense, man. Sometimes it does like 4. Sometimes it does like 20. I think we're good. Famous last word. All the turrets on my side and the drones getting taken care of, I think we're fine. Oh, but wait, there's more. I don't think they'll reach it in time, though. I think we're going to be able to press the button before it gets here. They can't run fast enough. Oh, well. Once all the drones die, I guess it goes to the next one. Double Overwatch. Well, the intercom system crackles to life. A monotonous synthetic voice drones out of the speakers. Shutdown sequence ready. Please activate final command mode. The voice is drowned out by a flurry of static. Monica's voice shrieks out of the speakers, pleading, "No, please, Ace, don't do it. I never wanted to hurt you. Please, don't kill me. I don't want to die again." That's just manipulations, guys. That's it. You slammed the button marked delete. Specifically made a delete button. Long buried machinery deep in the guts of the terminal spins to life. From the building speakers, a high-pitched, inhuman shriek fills the air. You recognize the sound. Pure animal terror. The Monica image reappears on the screen, her face contorted in agony. What have you done, Ace? What have you done? Sorry, Pix, but it had to be done. The Monica image arrives in pain, then retches up a fountain of blue-white light. Patches of his skin begins dissolving into static. Takes a deep rattling breath and and it seems to calm itself. Skirt. Before I'm gone, there's something you should see. She smiles at you. Shafts of light spill out from between her teeth. The truth. I wanted to tell you earlier, but I couldn't. The screen goes dark and then lights up again. You find yourself looking upon an unfamiliar scene. The words live feed appear on the corner of the screen. Something's happening, sir. Apex is going offline. A bent, stooped figure turns to face the camera. You recognize him instantly. The Dragon Slayer, Dr. Adrian Vauclair. Oh, he's working with them? Damn it. Damn it to hell. Vauclair takes a drag on a cigarette. The smoke spills out of his mouth as he speaks. This isn't good, Aldrin. Without the AI's protection, this facility is vulnerable. We don't have much time. No, sir, we don't. Iger's voice comes out in a low whisper. Oh, fuck. Vauclair isn't being held prisoner at Harfeld? It's his. He runs the damn place. On the screen, Vauclair and Aldrin turn to face a strange device in the corner of this room. It looks like some sort of containment cell. A bedraggled woman with wild eyes is confined within. Tonight. Has to happen tonight. Get started on the preparations. I'll be in the lab. Yes, sir. The screen backs up into static. Breaks back up into static, and then the video feed disappears. There's a moment of silence, and then Monica shivers back onto the screen. Her face is breaking apart, rupturing at the seams. Blue-white light floods through the lesions. When she speaks, her voice is hollow. That's what you're up against. That's what you need to stop. And if you don't, the F-state will fall. I could have helped you, Ace. I wish that you'd let me. But now it's too late. Monica's face splits down the center. Light floods from the wound. Floods out of the wound to fill the screen. Goodbye. Well, final sigh of static. A tortured voice falls silent. Apex is gone. A moment later, the intercom system crackles to life again. The familiar synthetic voice of the facility's mainframe drones out of speakers. Emergency system purge complete. There is a moment of silence as the team absorbs what it just saw. What the hell did we just watch? I mean, what does that mean? It means we have a new target. Her hands tighten on the rifle. We are not being hunted by the Fire Wing. Never were. We're being hunted by Vauclair. But why? I mean, he's supposed to be the good guy, right? I don't know, Blitz, but we're sure as hell gonna find out. Come on, people. Let's get back to the cruise bowser and gear up. We've got a castle to raid. I mean, I feel bad about the AI. It's a completely unique thing, right? But it was too dangerous to be allowed to. Especially seeing what it was doing to those community people. That was... what the hell is up with Parson? So he must have jacked into the Matrix from here, and it must have taken his mind somehow, I guess. Your trip back to the cruise bowser is a restless one. Now that Apex has been dealt with, the window of opportunity that you've been waiting for is open. The Harfeld Manor is vulnerable. The video feed that the AI showed you circles over and over in your head. Vauclair and Aldrin, and the strange woman in the containment device. The revelation that Vauclair runs the Harfeld estate, and his assertion that something was set to happen tonight. The train glides to a stop. You push through the doors and onto the platform. There's no time to waste. Alright, done that cliffhanger. We'll end it here. Nothing too crazy in terms of... I don't really need any... I guess I need more spirit control. But... like I think I haven't been using my spirit control that much, honestly. I think I'm better off just getting survivability right now. Probably. Body. Well, it just increases hit points for me. Maybe I should take the dodge. Nah, I'll just... Alright, call it here. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. We're probably going to be done next episode. That went over 2 hours. Alright.